Hi, it's John here at the Moto Grandpa. In this video I'm going to show you how I've set up my moto vlogging setup camera to my Shoei Neotech 2 crash helmet, and how the first video was achieved. New to all of this vlogging and not computer or camera savvy. I've got details from various videos and YouTubers that have been out there. Wheelie Good TV, Dave Perry, have a look at his video on the Action 3 and his wireless mic DJI setup, but just to show you how I've done it and how it works, I think pretty well. In my opinion, it's probably the best. There's no wires sticking out. The sound quality, obviously, from the first video was just purely from the mic that I had inside the helmet with no wires, and the action camera was set as you can see with Rocksteady, and editing was minimal. So I'll just run you through what I've done with my camera. So, as I was just saying, this is my setup on my modular helmet. You can see there it's the chinmount.com. They do specific attachments for modular helmets. Then the Neotech, it's glued on. I've never had an issue with it. It's easy then to lift up the modular helmet. As you can see, I can lift it right up, shut it down, no issue with that mount at all. The setup then from there is basically obviously again from Chinmount, is one of their clips. You can see here the magnetic mount that comes with the Osmo action camera, and the attachments to extend the unit out to get the best vlogging setup you'll see. You can see I've just got an extra attachment on the JPEG, but as I say, other than that, that's how that's set up. I then obviously attach camera and the receiver, so that this will obviously get talk to the mic when I've got the mic set up actually inside the helmet. Basically, you remove the bulletproof cap, you then plug in the receiver into the camera via the attachment that comes with the camera and the microphone setup. That obviously just goes into the unit there, and that's your receiver set up on the camera. It won't come off. Some people actually put an elastic band or something around the receiver, just around the camera, to make double sure, but as I say, I've been out and I've never had an issue with that at all. Obviously that, as you can see, the clip then fits onto the crash helmet, which is pretty easily done. Oops, excuse me. It's always difficult doing it one-handed, but as I say, that just clips into there. As I say, doing it one-handed is always a problem, but that will fit into the helmet, onto there, and that's clamped in. So that is your attachment onto the front of your helmet. Your camera with your magnetic lock is then in place on the front of your camera. As I say, that is now rock solid. It won't come off, and that's how you attach with the receiver to record straight from the mic onto the camera. No issues with any of that. You then usually have a snooze with the microphone attached inside my helmet, which has a magnetic clip. I put that onto the inside, into sort of my cheek, clip that the other side of the snooze, and that's in place. I used to have a furry cat that goes onto the end of the mic just to reduce the wind noise. I haven't put it on now, but that's basically how that's set up, and that would sit on the inside of my crash helmet into a position just inside the cheek, and that recorded everything that I did from the mic straight onto the action camera, and gave you the first video that you saw. There wasn't really anything I needed to do. I thought the sound quality was adequate, with no wires, as I say, leading from the helmet in any position. It looks quite tidy, and as you can see, there's plenty of space for everything to neatly just fold away, and I can still flip up the front of the helmet from there. So at no point do I feel that I can't use the modular helmet to its full use, and get reasonable, well, very good picture quality, and I think the sound is really good with no wires, etc. If it was raining, you can take the receiver off the side here and put the waterproof clip back on, still record with that in place, and then just obviously sync up the sound to the video once you get back. But as I say, on a nice sunny day, weather permitting, you can just use it as it is, and it will record straight. As soon as you press obviously record on the top of the camera, that will record exactly and sync it exactly the same. I hope that was of use. Sorry about the very unsteady one-handed views that you had there, but it's, as I say, I'm not professional. I do it for a hobby. I hope you find it of interest, and it's there for you to get the best out of doing some vlogging or taking some videos of your trips, etc. But as I say, it's not a cheap setup, but it is probably the best setup. But if you can set it up with a modular helmet, you can set it up with any helmet. It doesn't have to be that chin mount. I have various mounts for various helmets. They are Canadian based, I think, and usually takes a couple of weeks for the item to arrive. But as I say, there may be alternatives in this country, but I found that to be obviously a very neat and tidy mount to go along with everything else. I will be bringing you over the next month or so some videos. I've got a trip planned to France, so there'll be lots of videos coming up about that trip. I'm also going to sort of talk to you a little bit about my bike setup. I will be doing a review, well, not a review, a look at the Lone Rider panniers that I've got to go on the bike for the trip, and obviously give you a long-term view of some new tyres that I put on. They're Bridgestone AT41s, not the A41s. I've already had them on for a couple of thousand miles. Really good, but I'll do a proper review on those when I get back as well, and maybe obviously a little bit about the long-term use of them. Hopefully this was of use. Take care, safe riding, enjoy, and get out there as much as you can. Thank you. Bye.